A daily road rage incident in New York City. A tutorial on drunk driving. The luckiest moment of running a red light you've ever seen.
Anyone see that?
Start your engine and head to the unthinkable side of the road. Let's go! A morning in New York City. An extreme collision between two cars was caught on a camera. It looked like the black one had the upper hand. The driver of the black car stepped out and walked over to his opponent. What happened next is off screen, but we see him come back with a bag. It was said that the bag was full of money and that the incident started earlier at a nearby bank. A comedian said you can tell if someone's a local in New York City or just visiting by how they react to all the crazy stuff going on around them. Sometimes bad incidents come to us from nowhere. The best we can do is be prepared and wait for God's help.
Right now, away to go before we do that.
It was the morning on Wheeler's Hill. This driver was listening to the morning news and had no idea the problem was coming to him.
Win an entire roll of tickets to see her heroes to a live.
For the steep road, the stalled truck rolled backwards and collided with the vehicle behind. Luckily, our driver stayed safe, despite the two closing distance with the truck. God was definitely in the back seat.
At 8 and all day today on Kiss 1011. What's the real value of your home?
Anyway, always stay alert and keep a safe distance so you have time and space to handle any bad situations. God isn't always available to help you. This is one of the most ridiculous transactions I've ever seen. The guy in the white came to sell his AirPods after posting them on Facebook Marketplace. The guy in the blue was his customer. Yeah, maybe. Everything seemed to be going well until this happened. The seller realized he'd been scammed and what he got was play money. He got angry and tried to get revenge. Poor scammer, a day of losses. A lesson is clear. Never try to scam someone if you aren't faster than them or you bring more valuable things than them. Here's what happened after the crash. The people outside really wanted to talk to this car driver about what he had done. But he probably knew that wouldn't happen if he stepped out, so he just stayed in the car. Then he tried to flee the scene. He quickly got caught by bystanders. Wait, what? The guy from the van was just there for what? He wasn't even involved in the accident. And the driver eventually managed to get away. Anyway, the lesson here is to drive carefully because you never know how many random guys you might encounter if you get caught up in road rage. What do you think makes some drivers run red lights? To save time? Feeling confident in their skills? Not caring about others? Or maybe all of those reasons? Like this moment. The light turned red for a few seconds and the other cars were already moving. However, this vehicle kept going. Clearly it wasn't unintentional. Then it collided with other cars and stopped. Luckily, the crash wasn't too hard and none of the drivers were hurt. Another incident of running a red light was caught on camera a few days ago. This road was a busy road, and any crash happen could lead to hard problems. Many cars here were waiting at the red light, and when it turned green, they started moving. However, a car in the other lane thought it would be faster than the moving cars. A collision occurred, and that car was pushed off to the side of the road. Fortunately, it only crashed into other vehicles, and no drivers were hurt. Whatever the reason, running a red light is a challenge you shouldn't take, man. You're not Barry Allen. This was in 2022, when California got far more rain than in previous years. Many drivers weren't used to the weather conditions that caused this moment. The red car was going at a high speed while visibility was low and the road was really slick. Then it lost control and crashed into the middle barrier before swerving back and almost colliding with another vehicle. So, if you have to drive in heavy rain, please slow down, increase your following distance, and stay alert to maintain control on slick roads. This is how drunk drivers handle their cars. This vehicle sped up way too quickly, but the driver lost control and crashed into other cars parked along the road. He collided with 3 cars in total. After that, he left his car and tried to escape the scene. It was reported that he was arrested not long after that. Check out this moment. So, this incident was caused by a drunk driver. He crashed into the gas pump and then backed up. Instead of stopping or going in another direction, he did it again. And this time, it got out of hand. He even tried to get closer to see what happened. Luckily, the fire was put out quickly and no one got hurt. So, seriously, don't go anywhere when you're not sober, because it can go fire. This man was trying to cross a level crossing in a manual transmission car, but it seemed he wasn't quite familiar with this type of vehicle. And this happened. A train collided with the car and pushed it along. Fortunately, the train wasn't going too fast, so the one inside was safe. It's possible that he wasn't used to the car, or the pressure of the train being seconds away made it hard for him to react appropriately. Someone said that no one can escape the long arm of the law, but that does not seem to be true in this case. Here's what happened after the traffic incident. There were at least 4 police cars and many officers on the scene.
Oh God, please.
Did you see that cop?
Yeah. Go get him.
Right,
Oh,
I know. Here, the dark expired license plate.
However, this guy actually ran a red light, and somehow all the cops had their backs turned to him at that moment.
Anyone see that?
I'm sure he didn't even realize it was just banking on his luck. Anyway, don't try to copy this man. You can't rely on luck alone. This is a chase to bust a suspect involved in a burglary that occurred earlier in Littleton. Here is the chased vehicle. Its driver is Brenton Zeiler, who is accused of crashing into a patrol car in an attempt to escape.
David 3-2, they just lost the trailer. It is blocking the exit to Bellevue. The truck is now eastbound.
His Toyota Tundra, used during the incident, was also reported stolen.
Season 83, you're riding on the Well 309.
Do you want to get your car up here?
The chase took place in the early morning, so there weren't many other vehicles on the road, which helped minimize safety issues for the public.
Fairfax, speed to 70.
You got something up there?
The suspect later crashed near Village Greens Park in Greenwood Village and got busted.
We're going right on security. The car pushed out, I think, south, but we're going to clear the lock to the south.
This is what happened after a cars and coffee event in Chicago a few years back. Everyone was leaving with their cars. And this Mustang caught my eye. Nice car, but... oh my God! This Mustang just gave it too much gas at this moment. At first, it looked like the driver had it under control, but he just kept pressing the gas and totally lost it, crashing into another car. What got me was that he checked his own car first instead of making sure the other driver was okay. I wonder how many tickets he's gotten before. This road looked pretty clear, and there weren't many cars around. That can make many drivers forget some rules on the road. This truck just kept moving despite the red light. Perhaps he thought the road was too empty for him to hit any random cars, or he could easily dodge them. But he was too careless to do that. In a country of billions of people, road rage is common, and this is one of China's worst road rages. Neither the car nor the truck suffered much damage. That's a good thing in traffic collision situations like this. Please be more careful when driving. Pay attention to the road and your surroundings instead of being distracted by the aggressive behavior of other drivers.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Maybe they are tired of driving on the road normally. The driver's failure to stay in the right lane is apparent. However, the truck driver's reaction in anger is also problematic. I will recommend to him to keep his hands in his pocket to prevent any further undesirable behavior.
You hurting yourself now, man.
Stay calm, control your emotions, and avoid escalating the situation by taking deep breaths to avoid agitation.
I ain't done. He said I ain't done.
Oh no, the police.
He said I ain't done. And look at him.
He's gonna run him down now.
Now I just hope there are police nearby to witness this incident and take that guy to the police station. God has favored you with more luck than others. Please appreciate this by driving more carefully. I think she needs a bucket of ice to relieve this anger. You should not use your cell phone to record video while the police are working because you will not know if this is the last time your phone will be active. My attention was no longer on this road, but on this woman's screams. The weather forecast says there will be road rage today, and if you want to stop it, you need to calm down and lower your ego. I wonder what caused the road rage and why you behaved like that. The driver was fine, and that was the only person in the vehicle. If you watch closely, the truck will pull over and get out, but I think they will run away for a moment. How not to react after getting cut off. I think the problem is not only the slope, but also their driving speed. Hopefully after this time, you will learn more from experience and be more careful when driving. They just want to vent their anger without paying attention to traffic conditions. Luckily, everyone around was very calm. Instead of having road rage, why don't you control it and continue on your journey? This is just enough to control your anger and avoid wasting your time. I'm so impressed that even in a place of irritation and aggravation, you still turned your attention towards her, controlled how you were feeling to ensure that everything was okay, and you are awesome.
I gotta get out of here.
Is this the funniest road rage you've ever seen? If you feel like you can't overtake the car in front, then patiently follow behind and wait for the opportunity to overtake. Luckily, he was okay and he got unharmed. And I have an advice for you. Try to remember to take a photo of the license plate of the person who attacked you, because that will be justice to protect you. Don't let your personal feelings affect the people around you. Can we call him Superman? Thank you for watching BEZED LAB channel videos. If you enjoy our journey of discovery, don't miss out on what's next. Subscribe, like, and share our videos. See you soon!